Hello and welcome back to Ask Anoushka. As always, I hope that you're doing really well. So today's video is all about when you perceive or when you think that the narcissist is doing better than you. And this inspiration for this video had come from so many questions that you guys had asked me, whether it was from DMs, whether you had emailed me, or whether it was in the comments. So many of you kind of perceive that the narcissist is doing better than you. Let me tell you, this is the illusion, okay? This isn't actually real. And what I mean by that is, okay, you're looking at the narcissist. You're seeing them living their best life. You are seeing that they have moved on and that they have kind of left you in the dust. And this could be actually really prominent, especially now, you know, at Christmas, because this is a time of year when we kind of review our year, review maybe the 5 years or a few years of our life, and we think, right, okay, like, where am I in all of this? And what happens is you naturally start to compare yourself to the narcissist or to that toxic individual in your life. And to be honest with you, this is not a good thing to do. This is quite damaging for your well-being, for your sense of self, but also to your progression in your recovery. Comparing yourself to somebody else and looking at somebody, you know, from your past, especially someone who is quite toxic, somebody who has been quite nasty and awful towards you, you are looking at them and maybe not so much comparing, but probably thinking, you know, they have moved on in their life, they're so much further in this recovery or from getting over this relationship with you. But what you're doing, okay, is you're believing the illusion. That is nothing more than what this is. This is an illusion. They project something that they want others to know. Remember, they have had a whole lifetime of doing this, all right? So for them, this becomes quite natural, all right? They are going to do this. It doesn't matter whether they are feeling good, whether this really is how they are feeling. They are going to project to others around them to show them that they are doing better. And also, you've got to think that they probably will be doing this especially towards you because they want you to feel like you're not good enough. They want you to feel jealous. They want you to compare yourself to them. So this is really damaging. They do this because they are toxic. You've got to understand that their inner selves, all right, their inner selves, they don't know what that is. So to them, they have to project that they are doing okay, that they are doing better. They might even especially make sure that you see it through flying monkeys on their social media. They might think that maybe you are still watching them or maybe looking at what they are doing. And this is not that they are going to make sure that you do it, but it's just an avenue for them to be able to express themselves in this way. What they're trying to say to you is, my life is better than yours. I have managed to get past you or get over you. You're the one that is the problem. And that is the key here. They are trying to show others that actually when they were with you is that you were the problem. It's not them. They project this. All right, they project this. This isn't reality. This isn't true. And we, in some case, may embody this belief, and it may really trigger us as well. They have to do this because they have to show that they are okay in life, that they are doing well. This comes from a lifetime of being able to deflect from themselves. Okay, it's because they, as children, their needs weren't met. So they had to change who they are. They had to show that they are somebody else because them being themselves, they were not accepted as children. So their parents have taught them, or the caregivers taught them, that them being themselves as they are not good enough. So this is why they had to deflect. This is why they had to pretend that they are somebody else, that they are great children, that their parents should love them. And nobody corrected this. This wasn't said that this was negative or this was a bad way to be. So this is why this is developed into adulthood, and it stems into all areas of their life. It doesn't mean that it is a true projection or a true authentic behavior. It is just who they are. So they live by these set of values, by these set of beliefs. Now, this can be really hurtful, especially in situations like this, where they are showing other people a lie. And the thing is, the reason why it triggers you is because you see through the lie. Okay, you see that actually this isn't who they are. This isn't actually true. So you think to yourself, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? But because they have a dysfunctional way of being. They have a dysfunctional way of being able to attach to others, being able to show others. They can't embody their authentic selves. So this is why this happens. There's no other reason. So in your mind, you think that they are having the best time, and to others, this is what they are projecting. And so indeed, things that the narcissist had said about you to other people probably makes you feel like others believe that, others believe the lie. They may do for a time being. But what are you going to do about it? You can't change the way that somebody else thinks or the way that somebody else acts. So, but also, it is not your job to try and convince somebody else. You can't change how somebody else thinks. And this is what the narcissist does. They want to change the way somebody else thinks because they need to be able to ensure that a certain outcome happens. And it doesn't matter how it happens, they just got to make sure that it does. So there are going to be casualties in that process. This is why they do that. There is no other reason. And this is why it's really important for someone like you to stay no contact. But I mean like no contact, but don't even look at their social media. Don't even speak to people that maybe they know that give you updates, because it's going to trigger you. It's going to make you feel something. Okay, and it's not going to be positive, is it? So you've got to look at yourself. You've got to really like hone this in and really think like, is this making me feel good? Is this making me feel any better? And it's not, is it? It's having a negative effect on you. So why are you going to put yourself through that? Why are you going to compare yourself? Why are you going to look at someone else who is toxic, who is not well? All right, there's no point. There's no point, because you're just hurting yourself. So when you look at the narcissist, when you think about what they are doing, just remember that this comes from a really fragile ego, really fragile sense of self. They have to pretend to be somebody else because it serves their purpose. They get that outcome, right? There's no other reason why. And this is really important to your recovery. The more that you kind of tell yourself this, the more that you understand this process, the more it is going to help you to move forward. Looking back, looking at people from the past, you know, feeling jealous, comparing yourself, making you feel like you're not good enough. Well, this is the narcissistic abuse that is continuing, and you're being dragged into it, you're being sucked back into it. So, my friends, one thing that I will always say to you is, if you can, go no contact. Don't be interested in your life. Instead, develop this interest in your own. Give yourself that attention and don't look, don't compare. Comparing is negative. It's not going to make you feel any better. It is not going to make you move forward. And ultimately, this is your journey. This is your healing path. Okay? So, I really hope that this explains a little bit further on what is going on. I hope that this gives you the motivation and the ammunition to help you to move forward. Look, we've got New Year coming, and hopefully this will help you to kind of move forward. And if you are someone who is stuck in this scenario, why don't you look at working with me, with my one-to-ones? I help so many people move forward from this, okay, and people to help to understand that actually this is what is going on. So check down in the description box below. You can also download my meditations, which really help to kind of calm the nervous system. And if you have adrenal fatigue, it will help to calm the adrenal system as well, because ultimately meditation is so good to help you calm so much more. Alternatively, go out into nature, take a walk. Also, journaling really helps as well to help you process emotions and thoughts. So if you are someone that maybe are just having some trouble trying to kind of focus and give that attention to yourself, why don't you join my journaling club? All of the details are in the description box below. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.